everybody, this is Esme, and today I have a little bonus video for you guys because a couple of weeks ago I actually took Casper to a show jumping lesson, so I thought I would do a little lesson voiceover so maybe you guys can learn some of the things Casper and I are working on. But also on this particular day the weather was absolutely awful. It was during a storm, so we had wind, rain, and Casper was in an indoor arena. All the things that Casper finds a little bit spooky. But I don't know if any of you guys remember, but at the end of last year, I went to the Liverpool International Horse Show and I had such a great 2 days. Got to meet you guys and the show was absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, the same organisers that organised the Liverpool International Horse Show also organised the Bolesworth International Horse Show, and I thought I'd let you guys know that currently they have an early bird sale for tickets where they have 40% off. So if any of you guys want to go, I will leave a link in the description below so you can check that out. However, there's only 2 days left if you want to buy the tickets with the discount. I would love to go, but unfortunately it's during my A-level exams. However, for you guys that are lucky enough to go, just make sure that you get your tickets before the end of Thursday because that's when the early bird deal for 40% off runs out. But anyway, let's get into today's video. Hello everybody, this is Esme, and in today's video I'm going to do a little talk through of my lesson, but before I need to get Casper ready. So as you can see, on this particular day it was very windy and very rainy. It was actually sort of during a storm. So when I came up to the yard, Mickey and Casper were actually already there because they were just standing in their stables, getting out of the rain and the wind. And then I went into my tack room to get Casper's head collar. Mickey wanted to get into my tack room to get the treats, obviously. He was looking very muddy on this particular day. So I just went over to Casper and put on his head collar. I decided as the weather was so poor, it would be best to give Casper a groom in his stable rather than outside in the wind and the rain. And I also decided to put Mickey in as well, just so he would stay dry. But also just to try and get Mickey out of the way because on multiple occasions when he's known that my tack room is unlocked, he's tried to break in there to get the treats from the treat jar. But here anyway, I was just giving Casper's legs a quick little wash off, trying to get the worst of the mud off because my goodness, his legs were quite muddy. And then afterwards I just give him a bit of a groom. As you can see, he was quite dusty on this particular day, but not too muddy. And of course, after Casper's had a groom, he's got to have a big old shake. Hello everybody, this is me, and as you can see I'm currently in the van. We've just taken Casper to our local equestrian centre, and as well you can see that it is very windy and very rainy today. So the good thing is that I'm still able to ride today even though the weather's really poor because we're going in an indoor arena today. But the bad thing is because it's really windy, Casper doesn't like the wind that much and he doesn't like indoor arenas that much either, and he finds both of them quite spooky. So the combination of the wind and being in an indoor rattly school, I'm not sure what he's going to be like. He might be quite fresh and quite spooky. So today's ride is going to be quite interesting. But anyway, let's go get Casper ready. I'm here in the back with Casper. Oh, snotty boy. Okay, Casper. I'm currently here in the back of the van with Casper. I'm just getting him ready now. As you can see, we've closed all of the doors because of the wind. Apparently it's actually called Storm Eric we have over here at the moment, so it is quite windy and rainy today. So I'm just getting him ready. So let's see, should we get you tacked up then, bud? There's actually 50-mile-per-hour winds outside, so you can sort of feel the van moving just a little bit. But we're nice and cozy in here, out of the rain, so that's why I really like having the van because it means I can tack up without getting wet, which is a bonus. But anyway, should we put your saddle on then, Cass? Yeah? Munching on the hay. Hello. Yes. So I've just got myself ready. Casper is partly ready because I still need to put on his bridle, and I'm actually going to put on his fly hood today just because it is going to be so rattly and windy in the indoor. Hopefully the fly hood should try and muffle some of the sounds and make it less spooky and scary for you, hey? With the weather being quite poor outside, we decided to work small but technical, and today we were working on related distances, which is actually something Casper and I have been struggling with a little bit recently, mainly because Casper is actually a pony, so he finds it quite difficult making up the horse strides, as well as him being quite short-strided as well. So the exercise that we started off with was I had to count how many canter strides into a jump. So for example, if my instructor said 8 canter strides, I'd have to trot into the jump and then start cantering him. So the last stride I did was number 8 just before I took off, which was actually quite difficult, but it actually really helped Casper and I with our rhythm. So this related distance that we set up here was for 4 horse strides, but Casper, being a little short-strided pony, got 5. So something we're working on in today's lesson was to try and get 4 strides in between these fences. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, which I was really happy with. On that second time, Casper had a much better canter, which definitely helped us trying to get that 4 stride rather than the chip in 5. Here we're just having a little bit of a rest because we're both a bit unfit. So the second time we then put the fence up to an upright rather than a cross pole, and again we got 4 strides, so I was really happy with that. After this we then put the fence up to an oxer, which Casper struggled with a little bit. He did look at it because obviously it's wider, so here we chipped in and got 5. And then here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 on the second time, which I was really happy with that oxer. So it just shows with a little bit of practice you can get there. Then we decided to put up a dog leg, and on this time I think I got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did, just because it was the first time doing the dog leg and I wasn't sure what the distances were going to be like, so I held for 5 rather than push for 4. But here I got 1, 2, 3, 4. The second time when we did the dog leg, I actually helped Casper out by cutting the corner a little bit, and this helped a lot because he had a shorter distance to travel. But here we unfortunately got 5 because his legs got a little bit tangled, he was a little bit disunited, wasn't sure where his legs are supposed to go, so we tried again. This time I think we got 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That time he jumped it really nicely, had a really good canter, so I was happy with that. Then we just practiced the upright from this angle, and Casper jumped it really nicely because that was going to be part of our course later on. And then after that fence I then went to the dog leg, which Casper again jumped really nicely. We got 4 here, so I was really happy with that. Then the wind and the rain really started to pick up here with the storm, so that resulted in me holding Casper a little bit too much here, so he chipped in and got 5. So I went round and tried again, and again I was just holding Casper back a little bit too much because I was worried he was going to be really spooky, so that caused us to knock this fence here. But I pushed on and we still managed to get 4 strides here, so I was happy with him getting the 4 strides. So I went round and tried again, and this time we were 3rd time lucky. He jumped down this combination really nicely, so I was really happy with that. Then after the oxer we carried on with the course. Here we had quite a little tight turn here for Casper, which he struggled with a little bit. We got a really nice straight line up to this upright, which he did really nicely, and then it's now round to the dog leg. And by the time we got to the dog leg we were both quite tired. Casper was lacking in impulsion, and then here he got a little bit disunited. We got a horrible stride to the oxer, but he was so honest and still jumped it, which I was really happy with. And then we went around one more time to do the dog leg and he jumped it really nicely, but I decided to go for 5 strides rather than 4 just because he was getting a little bit tired, but he was a very good boy in our lesson. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit different with me doing sort of a lesson voiceover, but if you'd like me to do more of them, then comment down below and tell me. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, stay tuned for Friday's video because it is a really important one to me. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!